Yeah, that's like
I
an
don't think
old reference.
I don't think the fans know about Cujo Ahjuhshee.
Oh, that was he's so scary.
Because
scary.
you and Pedro were the two like
Pedro was so scary.
like you both of you were really afraid of that guy, right? And so for those that don't know, when I used to live in K-Town, there was this empty lot that was right next to my house. It wasn't our parking lot, but if you left at a certain time, then you would not get to meet this Ahjuhshee that Pedro lovingly calls Cujo. But if you get drunk or whatever, you're under some certain things, then you're gonna pass out, and then when you wake up, Cujo's there, right?
Yeah.
So
Scary.
So like both of you, DPD and Pedro, they would set their alarms to be like, he comes at around 5 a.m. right?
Yeah.
So
we need to get out.
Yeah, so like it's like bam, 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 and then like no matter what condition, like they're like, oh, I need to get the fuck out of here, right?
And you don't understand, man. It's like you're like maybe like drunk still or whatever, or no, not drunk, but you're on stuff, and then you're coming out, and then the sun's in your eye, and you're trying to get to your car, and then this guy he'll like bum rush you, like
Yeah.
you're gonna go,
Yeah.
trying to get around, like,
It's happened to me a couple times. Dude. He kicked my car, straight up kicked my car. Because I was like, no, I'm not giving you money. Got in the car. He kicked the car.
right?
jeez.
And, oh my gosh, the guy was like a
What
nightmare.
did you do?
I just drove
You just
off.
parked.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, so it's
I mean, what did you do? You got your car kicked. Like,
We just parked the car in that lot, but he somehow felt ownership of the lot. The reason why he got mad, I think he took advantage of it. So he got people to pay him like
Oh, I heard
$20.
about these kind of guys.
oh really?
They make
Yeah.
like
Dude,
If that was
$60,000 a
cool,
year.
I'd just give him money every time.
Yeah.
I'd rather give him money.
No,
than,
yeah, he was like, you owe me $100. You owe me like $50
nah,
every
fuck
time.
that.
So,
Dude,
yeah.
dude, he wrote a note on, I think it was Pete's car, saying that he owes like $10,000, something fucking ridiculous.
you get 만원이요?
Like seriously, like just a ridiculous amount because he's parked there all the time.
I would have loved to see Pedro's face.
10,000.
But he was still scared of him. Like I feel like
Pedro was
Pedro
super
was
scared of him.
Really?
It's like, oh,
Pedro
man.
was so scared of him.
Because-
I feel like it was like flashbacks to his dad or something.
No, you know what it is? It's because also when Pedro
PTSD.
came to Korea, this happens to a lot of Kyopos I hear.
Right.
But when we grew up in New York or wherever it was, like whenever we saw other Koreans, no matter what, we would bow to them.
Right,
Or like
right.
we would insa.
Right.
You know, it's this weird feeling, and so I think Pedro like feels like a connection to all Koreans.
Yeah.
And then when he came to Korea, he found himself seeing Koreans everywhere. He didn't know what to. He was just bowing to like random.
It's like her.
Okay, get out of here. I was like, I knew you were going to say something. I don't know what to do. I'm like broken. I'm like,
No, seriously, like,
Yeah.
because our parents were like, hey, even if you don't know that Ahjuhshee, a Korean Ahjuhshee, bow to them, because they had that like minority, like Korean
Etiquette.
community spirit, right?
Is that not the case here then?
No, hell no.
Like if you see,
No, you get over
walk
that
in,
fast.
if you walk into an elevator and there's just one like 할아버지 in there, you don't 인사해?
No, because if you do, then they're just gonna be like, if they're cool, they're gonna be like they'll just. But most of the time, they're just gonna ignore you, and sometimes they'll be like, just like,
That's weird. Actually, I didn't know. I didn't realize that.
I love when they ignore me. I got really uncomfortable. We went shopping and we were at the mall and it's like Nike, Adidas, Foot Locker, and I like walk in and everyone's like 안녕하세요, and they're all bowing, right?
That's
No,
so
but then
funny.
like I
In
step
context,
out
it's
and then
so
they're
funny,
like,
yeah.
they're like saying bye, right? And then I was like, fuck, I want to go see that shoe again, but I don't want them to say hello. So I was like conflicted. I was like, fuck, and then I go back in. They're like 안녕하세요, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stand. I stayed in the middle, and just observed outside because it was so
I feel
uncomfortable.
you though. Like I'm the same
I get
way. Like
anxiety.
whether it's in Korea or not Korea, like I just don't want to be bothered. I know what I'm looking
Exactly.
for or not looking for. Like if I need help, I'll come to you. Don't ask me if I need help.
It's like they're
that
birds
feels
and they're
like-
looking at me and and I'm just like, like I want to be nice and be respectful, but then I feel like I'm always saying it wrong. So I'm like, I try to say it fast and then he's in the background laughing at me.
That's Kyopo
So,
101. Like if you can't speak the Korean, it's like mumble rap.
yeah, it's literally.
Try to like maybe there's a wrong letter somewhere,
Yeah.
but you didn't hear it.
I do that towards the end of the sentence.
Yeah,
I
especially
get the first part right.
the grammar parts, you know, like 네, 저기 있는 사람들 there.
I always have to ask for receipts these days, so I'm always like, 영수증 부탁드렸어. They heard 영수증, that's why just give me the receipt.
Dude, that word always gives me shit. I always have to ask for it when I take a taxi ride, and I'm always on my Google Translate. Shit, 영수증? Okay.
Yeah.
영수증.
Yeah.
부탁.
You make
It's
me
like
feel better, Bobby.
영수하는 중.
I always, is it 부탁드립니다 or 부탁드렸어요?
I just say 주세요.
I don't know.
영수증 주세요.
드려요.
아니면 그냥 주세요. 영수증 주세요.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you just made it like even more, try to be more fancy with the putak stuff on the top, but on the bottom, but.
No, because I've heard other Koreans say it, right?
Yeah.
And it's always like 부탁 something, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
부탁드립니다.
yeah.
영수증
Yeah.
부탁드립니다. Is that it? That's weird.
It's right. It's proper.
Yeah. So it always starts at 영수증 부탁, bro. And then I mumble the rest.
You know, I realized on those ending parts, you got to do the up intonation, and it feels right. 영수증 부탁드립니다. I think I got it right.
What kind of episode is this today?
The Kyopo episode, man. Shit.
jjangmyeon. Jjangmyeon.
No, like when I try to say respectful words, like in my head, I was like, that doesn't sound right. But if I leave it on an upward key, it sounds right to me.
So it's like 안녕히 가세요. They're like,
Nah.
죽을래요? 쉐블러맘.